Here's to whiskey kisses, the peaty taste of sin.
Greetings, whiskey folk, and welcome back to Drinking Out Loud, where we are exploring this year's Dare to Dram Whiskey Advent Calendar. Whiskey Advent Calendar for my one of my private clubs that I belong to here in Victoria, BC. And we're starting off with, of course, day one. Today is December the 1st, so we're going to open up number one. So let's have a look inside of this thing, shall we? Alright, so what we've got in here, we've got a stack of cards that have the number on the front and reveal everything on the back. So this is the cheat deck. And then, of course, all of the numbers. So whiskey number one is what we're going to start off with here. And I'm not going to drink the whole thing here today. I'm going to, take it back, enjoy it, share it with some friends maybe, because I don't know. I find a full ounce of whiskey to be quite a lot of whiskey these days. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, let's get that out of the way. Whiskey number one. So this series of whiskies for the Advent Calendar is a good mix, actually, of things that I've had before and things that I haven't had. I was involved in curating the Advent Calendar, and it's a mix of things that I've picked up around, not just Canada, around the world. Some of which are second bottles of things that I've truly enjoyed and wanted to share, and some of which I really just wanted an excuse to get and share with people. Because whiskey's not whiskey till it's shared, and as much as I love exploring a whiskey on my own, it's so much better when you've got 24 friends that you can do it with. So, number one here today. Lovely. So this is a whiskey that's actually someone else picked up for me from Europe. They actually bought this at the distillery it's from. So whiskey number one is a Glencadam, and it's this Glencadam right here. Very cool. So this is a Glencadam 15-year-old Reserva de Madeira. So Madeira cask finished 15-year-old Glencadam. So here's the close-up. Brand new technology here on the channel. We've got a close-up camera now, so you can take a look. So I wrote a little paragraph for each of the ones. The Glencadam 15-year-old. Finished next Madeira cask is a Highland gem. On the nose, orchard fruits mingle with figs and treacle. The palate delights with honeyed malt, vanilla, and spiced oak, enriched by caramelized nuts and dried fruits. A warming vinous finish lingers elegantly, a triumph of balance and craft. And I have to admit, that is entirely based on an incredibly tiny sip that I took and some notes from the internet. Now we're going to have a much better idea of what I actually find in it. So it's from the Highlands. It's a single malt Scotch whiskey, 15 years, distilled in 2008, ex-bourbon cask, finished in ex-Madeira. Limited edition of 5,826 bottles, released at 46% with no added colour or chill filtration. Lovely. And yeah, you'll see the big UK tax sticker on there as well. Glencadam Reserva de Madeira is a limited edition of blah, 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 blah. First single malt in these casks have been expertly married and then finished in the finest Madeira wine cask sourced from Portugal's Madeira Island. I thought it was going to tell us which Madeira producer, but nope, just telling us that it's from the island of Madeira. Yep. There's really not much more information on here. There's some official tasting notes. Yeah, all right. Let's dive in, shall we? And I'm hoping that my friends who are taking part in this Advent Calendar experience with me will leave some comments. Hint, hint, this is your reminder. Leave a comment with your own tasting notes underneath this video. So I'm getting a sort of apricot-y almond thing on the nose. A little bit of a fresh of citrus zest, like lemon rind. And almost a sort of coppery note. The nose, a little flat. The palate, delightful. It's a really pleasant palate. It's got this hazelnutty, not praline, but like sweet hazelnuts. Maybe even chestnuts. Yeah. Again with the peel. It's less of a fresh zest and more of a candied lemon peel now. Toffee, butterscotch, those kind of flavours. Nice sweet caramels. Lasts for a long time. It's definitely not... Yeah. I find often Glencadams to be... official bottlings, I should say, like this. It's not so much true with the independently bottled stuff, but I find the Glencadams to usually be a little bit too approachable, if you know what I mean. They're a bit too soft. Maybe sometimes a little too delicate. Much like Tom and Towel, the gentle dram is very easygoing. This is a little bit more character to it. This is a bit more going on. And I like a Madeira cask. I like a Madeira wine. Love a Madeira cake as well. That's not really a thing here, is it? Like a vanilla sponge cake. That's really nice. What do the official ones say? Evoking aromas of butterscotch and ginger biscuits. Ooh, ginger. I love ginger in a whiskey. Let's see if I can find that on the nose. Mingled with caramelized pecans, dried pineapple, and baking spices. On the palate, mouth-coating layers of peach cobbler, golden syrup, and creme caramel, married with toasted walnuts, praline, and candied peels. A lot of things I was hitting, actually. Impressions of brandy butter, honey cake, and salted caramel, leaving dark chocolate and cinnamon glow. I'm not sure about the dark chocolate. It feels a little too light and sweet for a dark chocolate note being thrown in there, but this is only my experience. Everyone's experience will differ, and I'm hoping that we'll get 25, well, maybe not 25, that might be a bit too much, 4 or 5 opinions in the comment section down below. I know several of my club members are a little bit more on the shy side, and some are a bit more outspoken. I'm counting on the outspoken ones to light up the comments here today. Or maybe you're not taking part in our Advent calendar. Maybe you've had this somewhere else before, or maybe you've got questions, or maybe you just want to say hi. Please do feel free to leave a comment below, like the video if you found it was interesting, and tune in tomorrow for December 2nd, where we'll be cracking open another whiskey, and we'll be doing it right up until Christmas. All right, Slanchavar, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.